Here to talk about a new holster I've been carrying around for about a month now, trying it out. It's DragonHide Concealment. I ordered one from Larry Jenkins. I actually talked with Larry back and forth on it, working with a Glock 48. And thus far, after about a month and a half, it has met what I was looking for. It does the things that were on our previous video that we want to do. It covers the trigger. I can reholster it. It stays put, and I'm going to talk specifically about that in a few minutes. One of the things that does that, of course, it's Kydex, which means we have the ability to wipe it down and clean it off. And then it's cut just for my gun. He actually molds his with a heat press. You can see it's in there nice and snug. Probably, we'll go ahead and knock this part out of the way. The one thing I know Patrick's not a fan of is the heat shield. I don't have those on my other holsters, but this one doesn't seem to bother me when the gun's in. It does get to me a little bit when the gun's out.
So that's where, in my experience, for people that carry appendix, you'll love this. When it's an appendix, it doesn't bother them at all. But if you are a strong side carrier, that sucks. It will literally stab you whenever you're training with it. Because I don't really pay attention to it. Like you said, you don't feel it when the gun's out. Where I feel it is when I'm training, which I train a lot. So I learned that is not comfortable at all for me. Like I hate, if it was me, I would love to see this cut down. And that's my biggest complaint of the whole holster. Besides the fact that I like one that's got a little bit more of a curvature to the, if you look, it's like he said, it's been thermo molded out of the plastic, I think. I don't think it's like a bender, like what we call a Kydex bender, the people who custom mold them and do that. It's more of a flat holster. They do counteract that a little bit, though, putting the claw on it, which helps turn it in a little bit. But if you'll notice, when you look at your other custom holders, they're not square, like they're not flat like that. They have more of a curvature to them. And that's just a difference in how they design and make the holsters. This guy's doing a thermo mold, which is fine. But it does make the holsters a little bit more square. And with me, I like the curvature, but I think they do something to fix that by adding the claw in, which kind of turns the gun into you a little bit.
Yeah, and what we're saying with that, obviously those of you who've taken classes realize that it's not this part that gives you away, it's this part right here. Most of the time when that's against your body, this part's out, this claw counteracts that, pushes it back towards your body. That works out great. And now, here's the thing. DragonHide Concealment is a North Carolina-based company.
Which we support.
We definitely support that. Larry Jenkins is the owner, and he does it as a second business, I believe. I'm not sure if he's retired or active law enforcement, but it's one of the two. Okay?
So good people. We want to support good people, especially North Carolina-based companies. We enjoy that. That's a good thing.
The integrity thing was one of the big sales for me. In talking back and forth with him, I was telling him, I want loops, not a clip-on and whatnot, and I actually sent him a picture. And he had the single snap loops and said he also had these match point loops, but he did not have any feedback on them, know how they work. And I said, hey, I'll try them.
Yep. That's what we do. We test stuff. So.
And he was great. He actually sent me a set of match point loops to replace these with if I didn't like them. But
you mean the clip loops?
The single snap loops. But I love these. They fit tighter with the belt frame. And they have, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but they got little knobs in them, so it actually adheres to your belt, keeps it in place better. My recommendation is, this is a great holster. I'm loving it. We'll continue to use it as well as, the other ones that we've got. This one stays out of our box of shame.
This one's actually getting
stays with us, and we added a little sticker to it. So
that one keeps it separate from the other. If you guys can tell, this one's also, he cut this one already for an RMR or some sort. Some kind of dot sight on that one. So it does have the cut for that as a feature already built in, as we figured this may end up being one of those at some point. And I think, like you, the thing I was most excited about whenever I seen this holster was those clips. And the reason why my biggest complaint with the snap clips is the rattling.
The rattling.
They wear out over time when they start to rattle. If you guys have watched our videos in the past, you can go check us out on YouTube if you haven't, and you can see where we do some holster maintenance and talk about how sometimes those can be an issue. They over a couple years of training hard and you're racking off the different things, it tends to start to loosen up a little bit. And we were actually just in a class where you had one came loose in class. Well, luckily most of our holsters have two, so it's not a big deal. But if we can get around that and get more longevity out of the loops, that's a good thing. So I'm excited to see how these hold the test of time. I would like to see these in another 4 or 5 months, how they've been going for you, and even maybe add some to another holster of mine and see if we can't try those out a little bit. I'm pretty excited about those loops. I'd like to see them rolling.
So just remember, guys, check them out. It's DragonHide Concealment.
And then what are the name of these loops if anybody wants to try those out?
Match point loops.
So check those out. And then if you haven't checked out our YouTube page, go ahead and, or if you haven't checked out our other social media aspects, you can check us all out on Prepared Patriot NC. You can also check out our website if you're looking for upcoming classes where you'd like to come out and test your gear and train and with us and do some classes. Look up preparedpatriotnc.com. Until next time, though, we hope that you carry smart, carry safe, and be prepared.